Quinn Snyder and his starters, Royce O'Neal, along with Bojan Bogdanovic, Rudy Gobert in the middle, Donovan in Toronto. It'll be Gobert and Embiid, and we are running tonight from Wells Fargo Center. Mike Conley, the one-time member of the Memphis Grizzlies, floating home two.
Last night to a man, whether it's a coach or a player, each one of them mentioned that loss, so it's in the back of their mind.
And Simmons swooping last of a long road trip.
Sometimes you can be looking ahead, trying to get back home. Bogdanovic knocks down
for the Jazz. There's a steal by Conley. He is tracked by Harris. He could forget it. Mike Bogdanovic. Gobert. And a foul. It's going to be on Tobias off the pick and roll frequency.
He's no Karl Malone as far as scoring, but that was his role as well, setting screens. Calm down.
It's in his sixth year as the head coach of the Jazz. Korkmaz, it's for three. Brook on court, 8%. Having a career season so far. Embiid for three, and down it goes for Gobert, taking Embiid, his own miss. Mitchell, Embiid here with a hot potato. Horford, another offensive rebound. They put it back. Al Horford turning.
Guys, but Al being active and it paying off.
Nicely done by Royce O'Neal. Joe Ingles still trying to adjust to his six-man role with the Jazz. That's Gobert, pick it up.
He admits that he's still adjusting to his role. It's hard coming off the bench.
Horford, what a play by Horford.
Great D from Al, the chase down. I don't think the elevator went to the top floor.
It does when it has to. Remember when he had a buzzer beater. He had a three at the buzzer to beat the Milwaukee Bucks in Salt Lake City. As Al Horford buries the
little step to him.
Simmons, we mentioned earlier, number one in the NBA, loose balls recovered. It's a Harris three, and down it goes for number 11, Dante Exum. Number 22, the 12-year veteran Jeff Green on the floor for the first time. Simmons against his boyhood friend Exum decides to give it up. Horford goes rumbling in. He lays in two. Al Horford
look easy.
Exum, the Sixers did not see him in Salt Lake City either. He's had checkered career terms of injuries. Jeff Green, the 33-year-old, signing a one-year free agent deal for the minimum. Utah, his 8th different NBA squad. As Al Horford is not. B taking Davis. That was straight out bully ball. 0 for his last 13 with that miss.
So zone from the Jazz there. My advice to Mike is put it on the floor. A little too strong off the glass, but I like the adventurous idea.
Team per game, the 21st of 30 NBA teams. Tobias Harris missed three. Mike Conley is back. Gobert, and he was fouled by Korkmaz.
He did offensively, but you know what he did, and what Gobert's doing tonight is he's running every time down the floor. And the moment you don't cover him, as Al scores, that's when. Wearing 44 for the Jazz now.
Thibault, it's for three. Matisse
here.
Horford that time, I believe, got a piece of the Bojan Bogdanovic shot. There's Simmons working it with Tobias Harris. Trying to hit Simmons. Pass intercepted for the 5th Sixer turnover. Leave it to Matisse Thibault. Up for Simmons, who slams for two.
As soon as you saw that lazy cross-court pass and he's nearby, you weren't surprised.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Jazz stuck in a 22-point lead. And right now the Sixers are just having their way.
This does not look like the Jazz team we saw a little while ago.
It looked. Donovan Mitchell getting all the way to the Jazz moments ago by way of this guy, Mitchell. Their first points in their last 12 trips down the floor. He's at it again. Donovan Mitchell will get his.
Good enough, long enough, too. Got long arms.
Ennis. That was for three and a foul. Trey Burke. Tonight, he is out with an upper respiratory infection. There's Thibault for three. Got it. Matisse Thybulle is the 8th Sixer turnover to 11 for the Jazz. The pick and roll there, and that's the bread and butter. Conley setting up.
Tough sometimes.
Shot clock is unplugged. There goes Mitchell setting up Conley for 3. And he buried it. Mike Conley.
As the screen is coming. So you're basically beating your man to the spot. Tough to do.
Like we saw Matisse Thybulle trying to do in the first half. 20. Mike Conley along with Donovan Mitchell. Promptly drills
The whole game. Second of all, he's going to get looks. They're not going to stop going to him, so he will have a chance to get back in this.
He removes his headband to try to emphasize the fact that he thought he was fouled. The whistles remain silent as Bogdanovich drills
Conley.
The claim by Harris is as Conley hit him on the arm as Simmons scoots past O'Neal and scores.
Threes.
Embiid coming up with a turnover. Joel running the break. Thybulle, it's for 3. I wouldn't call that a textbook. In his sights, surrounded by Jasmine, and Rudy promptly says, I'm blocking your shot. Green running the floor, gathered himself and laid in.
A little out of rhythm. His Herky was indecisive about what he wanted to do. There you go.
No indecision there. Ben's breaking the 3. He's 1 for 5 from beyond. Here are the Sixers who have missed their last 6, but no more. Tobias Harris.
Nice move, able to put it down with a nice power dribble, went to the strong hand. Ingles is just so crafty.
Game was quite the achievement.
Shows you what impact he can have without shooting the basketball. Nice move.
Brooke on court.
Playing with a lot of arms and bodies around, able to locate the rim and knock it down.
There's Ingles. It is for 3, and he connects. Joe Ingles just 30% from beyond. Coming off the bench for the first time in a while as we go to Serena.
One of the messages from that timeout, guys, on defense, just stay with your own man, switching too much. And
I have to hasten to add here that Mike Scott just broken 0 for 13 from beyond the arc over the last 3
cares. So that formula right there usually winds up being successful.
Ben Simmons with some magic.
Jones movies where you're running the snake would kind of calm down. Yeah, not personal experience.
Well, Quinn Snyder.
Ingles' defense, he had the pump fake, and then when he created enough space, it didn't last long.
George Niang, 4th year. We'll give it right here, right now. But there goes Gobert. He goes in, and he scores. All right. That is our Xfinity Fast Game Summer.
Excuse me, partner. You can see the overall shooting pretty similar, 44 and 43. Ingles again.
Bills off. Neto for the trailer. Embiid. Well done by Raul to get it to the big guy as he ran the floor.
Always got to know who's around you as you traverse the court. That time he saw him over his shoulder. Ingles again.
Neto in charge of Mitchell, who has not shot particularly well. Even as we speak with 14, albeit on 5 of 13 from the floor and 10 rebounds. And now the Jazz, they're pick and roll. Harris against Niang. Gives up the dribble. Somehow got to a tough 2. First thing every morning. Yep. Harris getting by Ingles and getting 2. So Tobias Harris.
A little short on that shot release. Subsequently, the shot was short.
Bradley getting into the game off the pick and roll.
You ain't rushing Joe Ingles.
No. Niang forcing the issue and getting it done. Well, the Jazz with a puncher's chance here. It is a 14-point game. Mitchell, certainly with him on the floor. There's Sixers got 11 threes in the first half, only 2 after intermission. Gobert to Joe Ingles, another guy who's a threat from 3 as Simmons goes in and scoops for 2. Ben now at 14 and a timely hoop for the Sixers to go back up a dozen. Gobert trailing the play as Embiid went to help on Ingles. Harris has done well here in the 4th. Did it again. Rattles up. Harris again. Boy, Tobias Harris Harris in the post. He cleared them out to do his thing and got called for the offensive foul. Gobert against Embiid. Got it. Ingles hits the three. And Utah. Ennis once again on the floor in the guts of the game. Makes 2 big free throws. Gobert slipping in, and now it's a season high.
That's my only complaint with that violation.
Sixers split the season series with the Jazz, each team holding the home court. And Utah